What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys, one that is super simple for the everyday woman who wants to be able to put her wig on really easy and take it off even easier at the end of the day. Alright guys, so I'm back with another wig install, and today it's going to be even simpler because guess what? We're only gluing down about 2.5 to 3.5 inches on your forehead. Everything else we're going to secure with some hairpins. So I'm using my arts and crafts scissors to cut the lace. You just want to make sure when you're cutting the lace that you leave a few centimeters in front of the hairline just to help it blend once you glue it down. Alright, so we got our wig on, and as you can see it's already looking pretty good like I glued it down, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do now is just go in and cut the lace back to where it is super close to her actual hairline because we are going to be using pins to anchor her sides down today. If you look closely while I'm lifting her lace up, you can see that little white band. That's a wig grip, and I really like to use these to help me anchor my pins in when I'm doing my when I'm doing this kind of install. It just really helps bring that hair closest to the front of your hairline. So the glue I'm using today is by a company called WM Creations, and this is Spirit Gum. So you'll also need some type of brush to apply the glue with. I like to use like a Conceler Brush, a super cheap one that you get from like a convenience store. Don't use your good stuff. Now you just lift that lace up, and since the lace is cut, it makes it a lot easier for you to just kind of lift it and place the glue where you see the lace was laying down at. So all I'm going to do is add a really thin layer about 2 inches in diameter on her forehead, and then we're going to let it dry and get tacky. I'm using my blow dryer to speed up the process, but if you don't have a blow dryer on hand, just go ahead and give it like 30 to 60 seconds to get tacky, and then you're just going to let that lace fall back down into the glue, and then we're going to get ready to press it down. So what I'm doing here is I'm like pressing and rolling my finger kind of forward. Can't really tell from the video, but I'm like pressing and then rolling my finger towards the front of the lace. So now I'll go in with my rat tail comb just to press down the lace a little bit further back and to pull up any hairs that might have got smashed down in the process. Now you want to make sure you have everything glued down, so you just want to kind of like tug at the front of the lace a little bit to see what didn't get any glue, and then you add just a small amount of glue to the tip of your brush and slide it right underneath that lace so that you can make sure everything is going to be glued down. As you can see, this time I did not wait for it to get tacky. I went straight in with my rat tail comb, and that's because it was such a small amount of glue you don't really have to wait for it to get tacky. And then you go straight in with your wig cap and you press and roll, and you want to just keep doing that until it is blended to your liking. And now look, as you can see, that lace is blended and it is looking like it is coming out of her scalp, and it didn't take us very long to do, and it was super easy. Now this step might take a little bit of practice, but trust me, you can do it. So these are French pins, and as you can see, they don't have any balls on the top of the pin, and that's important because you don't want any holes in your lace, and with these pins they go right through the little holes on the lace. So what we want to do is you want to grab the tip of that lace, you want to put both of the teeth in, and you want to tuck the edge of the lace back and press it underneath the wig grip or your anchor braids that you have in. And you just push it right on in, and as you can see, it just helps blend it all out. And then I do it again to the next section until I have it all pinned down. And then I repeat the process on the other side. Now right here, as you can see, I didn't fold the lace right there because I didn't want to make it bunch right there. But right at the next one, I am going to start to fold it down. And then I put the pin in, fold, and tuck. Put the pin in, fold, and tuck. And right at the edge of it, you want to put it and like just tuck all the rest of it kind of behind your ear. And just make sure all your pins are in, and then when I pull it back, it looks like so. So right now it looks pretty good. You can even take some of your edges out. When you do your braid down, you can leave a little bit of your edges out and use that extra hair to blend it. But she likes to have all of her hair away because she's trying to protect her edges. Now I'm just putting a little bit of this dark spray just to help blend any of the lace that might not have got tucked in. And that will just help if the wind blows or anything like that to make sure everything looks seamless. Now I'm going to be using my favorite French pins in the back. These ones are a little bit larger than the first ones that I was using, and these ones have like a matte texture to them to help them stay secure in the wig. So what I like to do with these is open up the wig until you get to like the track area so that you're not smashing down any of the hair. You want to just open it up, and then you want to put that pin like right down in the base of it. I'm trying to move out of the way so you guys can see, but if you can see, I kind of like press it in one way and then press it back the opposite direction to like really secure it into the braids, at the same time pulling the wig down to make it flat. And just like that, we got that thing secure and she is ready, baby. And now we add some layers. So I'm using a razor comb to start with this haircut, and I'm just going to be using the razor comb only for the face frame today, and then I'm going to use my shears to do the rest of the haircut. When you're using a razor comb, you want to be very gentle in the way that you press it into the hair because it will take off too much hair if you're not careful. And I kind of just use like a sliding technique when I'm using the razor comb, and just ever so slightly just drag it down the hair. And then I'm going to just repeat the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, I kind of pushed the rest of the hair back. I'm only using the front of the hair to do her face frame. I don't want to accidentally cut any of the length off. And then I just use my razor comb and I'm like sliding, and then as I'm sliding, I'm like kind of over directing the hair to the back of her to soften the layers a bit. So now I have my shears and I'm going to be lifting her hair and using her face frame. Where her face frame starts is where I'm going to start her layering in her hair because she just wanted some nice long layers in the hair, nothing too crazy. So I'm just using her face frame as a guide. I'm going in, and you see when that face frame fell, I started to layer the rest of the hair, and we're just going to do that all around her head until we finish her cut. You see I'm just going in, and when her layer stopped, I just added the rest in. So she decided that it was a little bit too long for her, so what I did was pull all the hair forward, let her show me how long she wanted it to be, and then I just cut it to her desired length. And then once we get that one side cut, we're going to come over to the other side. I'm going to check my guide, and then we're going to go ahead and make it all even. Now, once we have it to the length that she wants, we're going to go in and just double check everything and make sure everything is all even. And once everything is all even, she could possibly be done if she wanted to wear her bone straight. And if she did, I will go in and just silk it one more time. But since we're going to curl it, we go straight into the curls. And alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for coming back and watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Styles by DaVonte.